Yeah, here we go. We're holding banners around here, 18 to be exact. Welcome in to Hold My Banner. Travis Thomas here with the walking, talking, triple-double producer extraordinaire, my main man, Ante Campbell. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. It's episode 33.
Ooh.
Larry Bird episode, baby.
Larry Bird.
And just like Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Did you see that Jason Tatum is the cover of 2K this year?
I did see that.
Yeah.
I want to play the game. I feel like I'm going to be playing college football video game more.
Yeah.
But I will get around to 2K at some point. I'm happy for Jason Tatum.
Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
Don't waste my time on what, 2K?
Yeah, don't waste your time.
Why?
2K's trash.
It is.
Yeah, it's going downhill. It's going downhill. Don't waste your time.
Bro, I'm from the era where it was NBA Live, and that was great.
Yeah.
And then eventually that phased out, and then it went 2K, and early editions of 2K were great.
Yeah.
And then I haven't played in forever. So you're telling me it's trash now?
Yeah, it's trash. I gotta play because I'm a hooper. You know what I'm saying? But for my non-hooper family, I gotta let you know, bro. Don't even waste your money.
Damn. Did you ever play NBA Live, or that was pre-you?
Yeah, I played live.
You did?
I played live.
Did you like live?
Yeah, live was
bro.
Elite. I used to love the dunk contest in live too, because
bro.
they used to bring out like the props and crazy
bro.
stuff. You're jumping from like half court and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
bro.
That was the best.
All right, so wait, you said Larry Bird, episode 33.
Yep.
Scottie Pippen comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other great 33s?
Ooh.
What was Pat Ewing? Was he 33?
Yeah.
Pat Ewing?
Yeah.
There were some great 33s,
Yeah,
Tag.
there were. But this is Hold My Banner.
Yeah.
And we're talking about 18. So, we're rocking with our boy, Larry Legend. Forget all them other bums.
My favorite part is when Ante throws all the bass in his voice, so you know he means business. Now, Tay, we'll bring you back later on because we must break down Team USA against Canada. We finally got some exhibition action, so we'll get into that. But first, I want to start with the drama of Team USA, if we may. Obviously, we'll get to Derrick White. Obviously, we're all happy for Derrick White. But I want to start with Kawhi here because this is a debacle as far as I'm concerned all around. Kawhi Leonard not being on Team USA is clearly a collaborative effort. The Clippers, Team USA itself, and Kawhi Leonard. Here's what I mean. He gave it the old college try with the knee, right? He did. And everyone said he was progressing well and he was at all the practices and he looked good. But this is the problem with Kawhi Leonard. He just doesn't communicate. So, I mean, look, anyone in your life, my life, relationships, what do they always say? Like, communication's the key. I work here at Nesson. We're a team. We have to communicate with each other to do what we do every day. For Hold My Banner, episode 33. That's possible through good communication. My wife. I speak for a living, and my wife tells me I'm not a great communicator. I have to work on that in my relationship. All of us do. This guy doesn't talk. So, hey, Kawhi, how you feeling? Cool. Good. All right. Rock on, man. Clippers are probably like, look, they're scared you-know-what-less because now they have a new arena. And, oh, by the way, Paul George is gone. Like, we need this Kawhi guy. Like, we're paying you all this money to be the man. You got to be it for us. You have to be 100% healthy. So they can't block you from being on Team USA. But, of course, they're a little skittish, and they should be. Kawhi doesn't talk. The Clippers are nervous as all get out. And Team USA is like, we got to make a decision, guys. Like, we got a gold medal to win. We won Kawhi. We selected him. But, like, if we're not going to do this, let's go ahead and pull this plug now. So I get it. And it's clear that I think the Clippers had more influence over all of this than anyone. I think the Clippers came from a place of communication. Clear, decisive. Yeah, we'd rather Kawhi not play. But it's up to him. Perfect. Because he doesn't talk. So I'm sure Grant Hill said, hey, Kawhi, listen, man, I'm going to keep it real with you. Clippers don't want you here. We want you here. But we respect the injury. Like, what do you want to do? Whatever. Okay, great. See ya. Thanks for playing. Good luck with the Clips. That's what happened. Now, that's from an injury on the court standpoint. Before he left, he gave you some quotes. I'm going to read them to you. I didn't love. I'm selling officially today on episode 33 of Hold My Banner. I am officially selling all. I've sold most of it, but now I'm all the way out. I'm selling all my stock in Kawhi Leonard. Listen to this. So we know Paul George goes to the Sixers, 4 years, $212. These are officially, think about this, a guy who doesn't talk. These are his first public comments since his teammate, his boy, Paul George left him. Kawhi says, quote, "We knew what it was before the season. We knew what it was going to come down to, so we talked the whole way through. It's no surprise." Then he was asked about, okay, so like Kawhi, there's going to be more on you now because you don't have your boy anymore. Paul George is gone. So how do you feel about having more weight on your shoulder? How much will be on me to lead the team? The same it was last year. Doesn't change. Great, thanks. Thanks, Kawhi. Real leadership. Look, so you knew this wasn't going to end well with Paul George. You didn't try to intervene and, be a leader, get both sides to, communicate, talk, work things out. No, let's keep Paul. I'll take a little less to keep him if we have to. Oh, no, we knew what it was. He was going to be gone. Interesting. Then, well, Paul George is one of the best players, in the world. So without him, we're going to need a little more from you. No, it's the same as it always is. Oh, is it? No, it's not, Kawhi. This is what I'm saying. Look, I think it's over. The last 2 years for this guy has not ended well. Remember, 2 years ago, after just 2 games in the first round against the Suns, the knee, gone. Tears his meniscus. Okay, got it. Gets healthy. Doesn't play much in the regular season. Kind of looks like he's back in form. Starts to play well towards the end of the regular season. We go in the postseason. We think Kawhi's healthy. Yeah, he couldn't finish the series against the Mavs in the first round again. Didn't tear his meniscus, but he had swelling in that same knee. Not good. That's lingering. That's long term. You're not getting any younger. I just asked Ante off camera the other day, true story. I said, man, I can shoot the ball better than I ever could, but I can't move laterally. There's no procedure that reverses aging in knees, right? And he laughed. And he said, no, unless you're going to go to Germany and get a stem cell procedure, no, which I'm not. And neither's Kawhi. So he's not going to get younger. He's not going to get healthier. He's not going to get more spry. And increasingly now, non-communal, prickly, grumpy. Now he's never healthy. Just so matter of fact, whatever you guys want to do. Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, okay. I think it's over. I think Kawhi being a top player, top star in this league, those days are done. Now let's get to Derrick White. Woo! I celebrated this news, actually. I did. Now, I think personally, here's why I celebrate. I like Derrick White, but also, this is a great lesson for all of us to learn. Yes, talent matters. Yes, you need to be good at what you do. But I also think it helps when you do that and you just keep your head down and you just work hard and you do right by people and you're liked and you have a great reputation for being a team guy. People love you in the room. This is a great lesson for all of us. It's not to say you shouldn't stand up for what you believe in. You shouldn't pound the table every now and again if you have to. I'm with that too. I'm capable of that too. I've done that in my life at times too. But I'm extremely selective of when I do it. Why am I bringing this up? Because my gut is Derrick White was selected for Team USA for a few reasons. Number one, above all, is his talent. Number two, he plays defense, real defense. And we see from Team USA, which we'll talk about later in this first game against Canada, that they play real team defense. They buy in. He buys in. So the culture that you're trying to create here with Team USA. Yes, we understand they're playmakers. All of them can score, all that. But clearly defense is the foundation that this house is built on. So if you're going to bring someone in, you need a couple things, right? Talent, duh. He has that. Buy into the defense. Check. Great defender. And then this piece, which is just, he's going to go along to get along. He's happy to be there. He's not going to rattle any cages. He's not going to tell you his views on X, Y, and Z. He's not going to have a big personality like the rest of these guys on this team. He's going to be quiet, go about his business. I'm just happy to be here. That's why he was selected. Talent, defense, and that piece. Do I believe that Jaylen Brown should be here instead? Of course I do. You do too. We all do. We know Jaylen Brown's a better player. We all know Jaylen Brown, talent-wise, deserves to be on Team USA. But just ask yourself this. In fact, look at the other possibilities. This was fascinating to me too. These are all the guys sort of on the fringe for Team USA, right? Kyrie Irving, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson, Paolo Banchero, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, and Jaylen Brown. Now, look, I get it. You need size too, because Kawhi has that size element, that defense, scoring, but he also has size. So the only two on this list, personally, that I feel I can make a strong case for is Paolo, because he'll bring the size along with the skill set. Paolo Banchero's a big body. This team needs more size. So it would have made sense there. He's young. He could use this. It would have made sense. You could sell me on Paolo Banchero, Team USA, right? But the most deserving is Jaylen Brown. He is. And just saying out loud, Derrick White is on Team USA and Jaylen Brown doesn't even feel right. Doesn't even sound right. So now we have a Jaylen Brown conundrum. Because, again, I assumed they picked Derrick White, not just because of the defense, but because just come in here, gel, chemistry, everything's turnkey, no problem. You're not even losing sleep at night. Derrick White's on the team, we're good. I'm sleeping like a baby. If anything, he's probably better than Kawhi in that sense. Kawhi's a better player. But Kawhi doesn't talk. Guys love him. He's not hanging out with dudes. He's not bonding. Derrick White's going to bond with these guys. So I think Team USA here comes in and says we need clear, defined roles on this team. Defense, and we have a guy that's a known role player that's going to come in and do just that. Let the game come to you, score when you need to, play defense all the time. And oh, by the way, you may get some playing time. It might be a lot, but it also might not be much. Derrick White's not going to have a problem either way. Jaylen Brown, you come in, you're a star. Now you have another star personality with, an entire roster of star personalities. Not saying Jaylen Brown's a problem, but I'm saying you have to think about that if you're Team USA. Grant Hill, Team USA, the brain trust. You got to think about that building the team, replacing Kawhi. You have to think about that. We bring in Jaylen Brown. He's got his own thing going on. How's that going to blend? How's that going to mix? We don't think it's going to be an issue, but it's something. Derrick White, it's a no-brainer. You're not even thinking about it. He's going to come in and get along just great. I thought Grant Hill told you exactly why Jaylen Brown's not on Team USA. Here's a direct quote when he was asked specifically about Jaylen Brown. You have to build a team, and one of the hardest things is leaving people off the roster that I'm a fan of, that I look forward to watching throughout the season, throughout the playoffs. Guys who have been finals MVP. I mean, he's screaming at Jaylen Brown, right? Guys who have been part of the program, guys who have won gold medals, guys who I respect, admire, and enjoy watching. He said that twice. Listen to this last line. But there's a responsibility that I have to put together a team, and a team that complements each other. He's telling you the game right here. Hours later, and multiple days since, including the recording of this podcast, Jaylen Brown Stephen A. are going back and forth. Here we go again with the whole, let me reveal my sources. I don't care about your sources, bruh. You got Jaylen Brown tweeting Nike conspiracy theories. It's just, what are we doing? How about this? Stephen A., do you believe me now? Do I need to reveal my sources now? Is it not obvious? How in the hell is a $300 million man, now champion and an NBA Finals MVP, who's clearly a top 2 player on the Celtics and a top 15 player in the world, not chosen for Team USA when his teammate not named Tatum is selected before him? Come on, y'all. So this is all about Nike now. Now it's Nike's got it out for me and Kyrie and all. Listen, let me be clear where I sit in this chair, because I have a responsibility too. I'm not taking sides. I'm not telling you that Jaylen Brown and Kyrie is wrong. I'm not telling you that Nike's not wrong. That's not my job or Grant Hill's. Where Grant Hill is sitting and Team USA is sitting, I actually get where they're sitting and their perspective and why they made this decision. In my own industry, just speaking from personal experience, and I said this earlier, I know for a fact I got jobs because I was liked and they thought he could fit into our existing team, our existing culture. Travis has a good sense of humor. He gets along with everyone. And talent was like just a part of it. It was like the icing on the cake. Sometimes it's more important to have someone who can come in and fit a cohesive unit and get you to your end goal, which is winning a gold medal. You don't want the noise of the Nike stuff. Well, is Nike, are they blackballing me and Kyrie? Is Nike this? Is Nike that? When have they ever cared about this? You may be right, Jaylen Brown. You may be right, Kyrie. But if I'm building a team and a culture and I'm trying to get to a gold medal, I ain't got time to decipher who's right and point the finger and fight the powers that be. Bruh, I'm just trying to win a gold. Like, sometimes it's not as complex as we make things. And I just think, quite frankly, Jaylen Brown and Kyrie are probably getting blackballed from Nike and Team USA. I think they're probably right. But I don't think it's Team USA's problem to figure out. We're not going to bring you over here because we don't even want to deal with that, bro. We'll get your teammate who plays defense, not as good as you, but close, and who's not going to cause anything. He's just going to get in here. He's going to work hard. He's going to bond with the guys. The guys are going to love him, and we're going to win a gold medal. Sorry, that's a reality. That's life. Jaylen Brown can go out next season and be ticked off. He may win the regular season MVP. He may add that to the mantle. He may make all the first team All-NBA, add that to he may come out with a V for Vendetta, and the Celtics repeat, and he's clearly now the guy, better player. And then he can use his platform to speak out against whatever he wants. I don't have a problem with that, neither should you. Team USA does. Sorry. Tough luck. It happens. That's a platform that's telling you, Jaylen Brown, you're not going to use this one to do this. We'll go a different direction where we don't even have to think about it. Whether that's right or wrong, we can all have opinions on. But one thing you cannot change is that Team USA said, we're not going to pick a side. We're going to pick the path of least resistance to get us to our ultimate goal, which is gold around our necks. It is what it is. And with that, we bring back Ante Campbell, who I'm sure has some thoughts and feelings on that. I went real long there. I gave you a real monologue there, my friend.
You did. And I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about Jaylen Brown not getting the opportunity to be on this USA team. I understand that he doesn't choose the path of least resistance and all that other nonsense that you just brought up.
Yep.
But He is a good dude, and he is a good player. It's okay that he doesn't agree with certain brands and their messages and what they do and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shoot, the college that he went to also didn't agree with the brand, with what the brand was doing. They went over to Under Armour for a little bit and all that other stuff. So, people are going to have their opinions, but that doesn't give Nike or anybody or whatever we don't know
whatever
the situation
backroom
is.
deal,
right. But he's a good enough NBA player. He's earned the right to be here. He's earned the right to represent his country, even if he doesn't agree with the things that are being said.
Yep.
It almost kind of makes me feel like a Colin Kaepernick kind of situation where he's being blackballed because he's saying things that people don't agree with when he's bringing up issues that are actual issues. I don't think anybody's sitting up here saying like, oh, there should be, sweatshops and stuff that and kids working these crazy hours or anything like that. No one believes in that, right? Mm-hmm. So for him to kind of be against those things or whatever, it's not, I don't feel like that's just like wrong. It's kind of human nature to agree that shouldn't be done, right?
That's right.
So I think he deserves the opportunity to play for this team and play for this country and put on, it's an honor that he wants to be able to represent, considering he's finals MVP, which in my eyes makes him one of the best players in the world.
Yes.
Period.
He belongs on the team.
Right.
Not Derrick White.
So, and I love Derrick. I think Derrick is going to get a lot of slack for this, you know what I mean? And I don't want any, pushback on him being on this team. He's going to bring a lot of things that Jaylen Brown just doesn't bring. He's going to bring a lot of shooting. He is going to bring that, willingness to get off the ball a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Not saying that Jaylen Brown didn't do it, because he did it in the Celtics offense all year. So he's shown us that he has the ability to play off the ball as well and not have to be a dribble kind of guy. So
I think minutes matter too, Ante.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Jaylen Brown could feel a type of way if he's not playing, where Derrick White's not going to care.
Yeah, he might, you know what I mean? He might, but we'll have to see how it goes. But I do think that the shooting that Derrick White brings at a high level really can space the floor is something that USA is going to bring. And it actually brings me to the topic that we're going to be talking about right here, which is that USA and Canada game. Yeah,
well, first of all, let me go back a second to the Jaylen Brown thing. This is why I said Team USA has clearly chose the path of least resistance. Yep. And they also have clearly, Grant Hill literally told you in his answer, they just don't want to deal with whatever's going on there with Nike and Jaylen Brown and Kyrie.
Yep.
Now, I want to go back because you said, this guy deserves to represent his country, right?
Yeah.
A powerful thing, this is just my opinion, a powerful thing Team USA, Grant Hill, the rest of them could have did.
Yep.
I think, and we were talking about Kawhi earlier and like not communicating. It goes back to communication.
Right.
You get Jaylen Brown on the phone or in a meeting or Zoom, whatever, and you have a heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
Like a literal conversation, Ante.
Right.
And you tell him,
why?
I respect what you're doing.
Right.
Fight the fight.
Yep.
If you're coming here because we want you, we ain't fighting.
Right.
It ain't going to happen on this watch.
Right.
If you have a problem with that, we respect it, and we're going to move on to your teammate, Derrick White.
Right.
I would tell him, I would have been so transparent with Jaylen. Maybe that conversation happened. Doesn't appear as though it did, though.
No.
And also, at that point, Ante, you're giving Jaylen Brown the opportunity to say, okay, swallow this and go ball for Team USA, or no, I'm staunch in my beliefs and I'm not doing it.
Right.
Great.
Right.
But we had the conversation and it was fair on both sides. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Also, it makes me think now as you were talking, like, does he feel like Nike, whoever the powers that be are doing this, like putting his teammate, you know what I mean, on there? Because there are other great small forwards that aren't on this team that could have had a chance, right?
Yeah.
You could have had a Paul George.
Yeah.
You could have had a Paolo Banchero,
Jimmy,
like you alluded to. Jimmy. All guys who have played for USA before. So is this kind of like Nike, whatever the powers that be, being like, oh yeah, like, all right, we don't want you, but not only do we not want you, we're gonna put it in your face and bring a teammate.
Now you're sounding like Stephen A. Smith. This is why you about to get the bag, Tay. At some point, you about to get the Stephen A. Smith money, because now you said that's what Stephen A. is saying.
Right.
I don't know, and that's my whole thing. That was the whole monologue here. Is like, it's not even necessarily about my opinion which way or the other,
right.
Who's right or wrong or finger pointing.
Right.
It's more about I recognize what Team USA is doing.
Yeah.
I recognize the decision that they made.
Right.
And this is why the convo we're having. Now, the only difference I would have done in Grant Hill's position and the brain trust, I would have had a conversation with Jaylen Brown, and I would have gave him an ultimatum. And I said, we respect what you're doing. That's what America's about. We ain't doing it here, bro. And if you can't get in, if you can't get on board with that, cool. Right. We'll go our separate ways.
Right.
But I just think a conversation would have helped. As far as USA against Canada goes, my takeaways had to be the same as everyone else. Too many turnovers, sloppy play, but this team needs to play more games together.
Right.
And obviously, we are assuming that's going to go away as that happens. More reps.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, that Canada team, you and I talked about this on the last banner. They have NBA players. They are real.
Yeah.
And they shut all them brothers down.
Yeah.
They shut them down. So clearly this team has bought in to the defensive culture, the defensive mentality. They play great team defense. You have playmakers everywhere. At some point, you'll sort it out and figure it out. The other takeaway, the last one I had, other than Jaylen Brown should be on this team, the other takeaway was Anthony Edwards is absolutely the best player on this team.
Yeah, I told you that.
He should be starting.
I told you that.
Like, to me, my starting lineup,
let me hear it.
I would go Curry.
Yep.
I would go Ant.
Yep.
I would go KD.
No KD available last night, by the way.
I'm saying my dream 5.
Yeah, the other night.
So I go Curry, Point, Ant 2.
Yeah.
I put KD at 3. I'd put Bron at 4.
Yeah.
And tell him to play big.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I need you big in this for these games here. And then Joel Embiid sucks. I'm sorry. That was another takeaway. I lied. I had one more. Joel Embiid sucks.
Yeah.
I would probably start Brow.
Yeah. I'm with that.
That's my starting
I'm with that. It's funny that you brought up your starting 5 because Carmelo actually gave out his starting 5, Carmelo Anthony. He said he wants Tyrese Halliburton, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, and Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, that's a smaller. That's kind of what they did last night with all these damn guard or not the.
I mean, it was like what they ran off the bench. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't hate his line. I mean, look, you can't go wrong with any of these guys and whatever. What before your takeaways? What would you do starting lineup wise?
Starting lineup, I'm with you, Curry and I mean, I probably do Bron and KD. I honestly think I probably do KD Tatum, to be honest. Like,
all right. So we differ.
I like kind of.
You play Tatum at the center?
Well, yeah. I just no at the 4 instead of Bron.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Start over.
Okay, so all right.
Curry,
Ant.
Yeah.
And then I got KD.
Yeah.
And then I got Tatum. And then I got Brown. Just because
LeBron James in your starting lineup?
Here's why I say that, right? It's just because at LeBron's age, we know that the offense is still there.
Yeah.
The defense is lacking a little bit, right?
Okay.
So I would rather have a Tatum who's younger, more athletic at this point in his career.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out there on the defensive end than I would rather have, Bron.
Okay.
That's just how I feel. Like Bron, he had a big block the other night, whatever. Like, but I just think like he had a couple turnovers, being a little overzealous, not as good of a shooter as Tatum is. So I think I'm just gonna rock with Tatum in this instance right now for USA.
Whew.
But right. I get it. Bron's the captain.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? I get it. Bron's the captain. I'm not disrespecting. I think Bron brings a lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
I just think like off the bench having that energy of Bron.
Sure.
When you already have the firepower of KD, Steph, and
it's a strategic
you
thing.
know what I mean? Like,
and
we
Bron
got
would
the
lean
other
into
two
that.
guys who are going to really kind of play a more facilitator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
right.
Knockdown shooter type role with AD and, Jason Tatum.
I'm not going to lie, though. Seeing Steph Curry throw lobs to LeBron's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
What were your takeaways from the game itself?
My takeaways as a whole is, I agree. Embiid is not. He doesn't understand the concept of playing. He's not an American. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? So he doesn't understand the concept of what he's wearing across the front of his chest. You know what I mean? And I think these other guys are really bought into it as a whole. And then my other take is, I'm sorry to Tyrese Halliburton.
You hate him so
You played
much.
Great. No. I'm apologizing. He played great.
All right.
4 steals, 6
I was like,
dimes.
how are you going to poke holes at him? I thought he played really good.
Right. Plus 17, the highest on the team. He played
right.
great. I loved how he played. You know what I mean? The scoring was trash again. He ain't drive by nobody.
There it is.
But, like, you know, nobody scored well. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And then Ant's the dude. Ant is the guy.
He is.
I said this on the last episode. He is the best player on this team.
Yeah.
You could argue that he is the best player, American player in the world right now. Yeah, he's that guy. When he came in, he changed the game. They got off to a slow start because they had the old guys in, which is why I say bring Brown off the bench, let the young guys come in and set the tone, right?
Yep.
And then we run.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's cool. But all right, man. I actually, talking about the USA, I got some outfits for Wicked or Kick It.
We got Wicked or Kick It? All right, for those of you who may be new to Hold My Banner, Wicked or Kick It is where we judge NBA player drip, and we're going International Players Edition, baby. Team USA style, at least for the first one.
Yep.
We got D-Book right out of the gate, I see, right?
Yep. So we
All
got
right,
D-Book
let me take
out
a
of
look
the
at
gate.
this.
I want you to tell me what you think of this fit, man.
Well, first of all, it's Americana. So we're going Wicked immediate, okay? I like the shirt. I like the camo. I like the Team USA basketball.
Yep.
I like that these are appropriate shorts.
Yep.
They're not John Stockton, Daisy Duke style, but they're also not too long. Like, listen, I'm hating on my own spot here. Baltimore, my brothers in Baltimore, we got to do better. They're basically capri jeans. Like, what are we doing? So I like that it's an appropriate length. I love the chucks. This is wicked. I love everything about this. He's got the Kenny Power shades.
Yep.
I'm all in.
Look, can I get a rating out of you?
What do you go to, 10?
Yeah, out of 10. Out of 10.
You go to 10?
Out of 10.
Man, I get this a 10.5, dog.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm all in. I'd wear this outfit.
Yeah. You remember a Goofy movie? You
Yes.
talked about the shades. What you said Max? What's the dude's name? What you know what I'm talking about? The dude that was dancing.
Why you do that, man?
That's what the shades look like, bro.
You taking that man's shine away.
That's what
man.
it looked like, a Goofy movie.
Them shades are fire.
But the fit is a half Duck Dynasty.
Come on, dog.
Half GTA San Andreas. Half Rocket Power. You remember that show, Rocket Power? I'm bringing it back in this episode. If y'all ain't watched a Goofy movie, y'all ain't watched Rocket Power, you can't rock with me on this episode, man. That's what this fit looks like. I'm going to go Wicked, though. I do like it. Yeah. I do like it. It's dope. I like
After
all of that stuff.
you ripped them apart, you still go Wicked.
No. I love all of that stuff. A Goofy movie is, bro, I used to eat cheese out of the can, like, bro, from a Goofy movie. Back when I was a little kid, my family used to call me the rat because they knew they couldn't keep cheese around me in the house, bro. So I'm rocking with this one, bro. I'm going to give it like a 8.3. Say 8.3.
Crying, bro. You got me in real tears. Who's next?
Next, we got the Canadian. Old Canada, eh?
Oh, don't you know?
Yeah.
All right.
SGA, Tim Hortons.
Yeah, I'll be quick here.
Yep.
This is Kick It.
Oh.
And y'all hold that L that Team USA gave you, too.
Yep.
I don't like this.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know what it looks like?
Looks like a NASCAR pit crew.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting ready to ski against Lindsey Vonn, skate against Apollo Ono. Almost looks like he got a Fortnite skin, like the Alpine skier from Fortnite or something like that on. Yeah, you took that L, and you're taking that L here on this one. SGA, this is Kick It. We're kicking it to the curb, man.
USA.
But look, shout out to the Kick, though. I love the Converse. I meant to say that on D-Books, too. I love the Converse for both of these guys. So
wait a minute. So next we have a prime. This is a young Dion?
Young Dion.
Where is this from?
Yeah.
It's like shooting around?
Shooting around back in the 90s. What do you think of Dion
Man, look, I had those Dion shoes. I had black and white.
Yeah.
Though.
The Diamond Turfs?
Yeah, bro.
I
love
fire.
those shoes. Those lasted a long time, too. I was athletic back then. Obviously, bro, you got to go Wicked. This is, what I give D-Book? 10.5? I'll give this a 12, dog.
A 12.
You gotta give it a 12.
A 12, dog. All right, look, I can hear this dang outfit. All I can hear is the freaking.
Yes, sir.
If you know, you was rocking back in the day, the starter jackets and the starter sweatpants, you was swishing around. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like this fit, bro. It's dope. Why is his knees knocked like Tim Duncan at the free throw line, though?
Don't worry about Prime.
You think he still has his toes in this fit?
Don't worry about Prime, man.
Nah, Prime is dope, man. He's got me wanting to watch the Receiver Show on Netflix. Bro. You know what I mean? Because that show is great. But this
you got me
fire.
crying, bro.
This fit is fire.
I'm really crying real tears. He can't sneak up on nobody in them damn jumpsuits.
Man, he can't be on the Ghostbusters crew, man.
All right, now, look, I'm going to bring you all behind the curtain here. So we have a pre-show meeting, and I saw that Ante wanted to talk about my top 3 favorite rapper ad-libs.
Yeah.
And it was such a unique segment, I didn't even want to ask him. I just said, we'll figure it out when we get there. Tay, please, what possessed you to want to talk about my favorite rapper's ad-libs?
Well, you know, I was scrolling through Twitter before the show, and I was looking. I see Drake's dropping a new song today.
Okay.
We got an Eminem album coming out.
Okay.
So,
right.
You know, shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. You got the Detroit Lions going to the Super Bowl. So, You know, I was just like, all right, well, let's talk about some favorite rapper ad-libs. I was just kind of curious who your favorite rapper ad-libs were. So, I snuck that into the rundown, bro.
All right. Well, look, I don't want to take a ton of time on this, so I'll go quick. I'll go 3-1.
Okay.
So 3, I just want to tell you, this was hard. Because my honorable mentions, that list was long. Gucci Man with the brr. Future when he whistles. You and I laugh all the time.
Okay.
Travis Scott when he goes, it's lit.
Yep.
But I could not get past the Migos.
Yeah.
I mean, they just have, well, rest in peace. But, you know, at the time when they were at the best, they would compliment each other.
Yeah.
They would have whatever ad-lib they had. Mama was my favorite. Like, Migos, 3. I can't not have this list and I have Migos on them.
Okay.
And then I'm going Rick Ross, too, with,
Okay.
And then number 1, my favorite all time.
Yep.
Jeezy. Yeah. I still, to this day in my real life, if I go to Dunks and I order and they repeat it back to me and they get it right, Ante in my card, I say, that's right. Jeezy.
Yeah, I like that list, Jeezy. I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah.
All right, that's right. All right, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give you mine. 3, I got 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
Yeah, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Hey. Pull up to the scene with the cinnamon troll. That troll.
Facts.
I had another one that I was thinking of because you know he had the song with Drake where he was like, "Got your Cardinal in my car and your rent in my Swisher." Troll. That was always stuck in my stuck in my head, and then like
that's a good one.
I'm on that. I can't whistle. God dang,
Future, bro.
Yeah, I'm on that. Woo, she on that. Woo.
Who even like who? How did he do that? Like, did someone tell him, yo, if you whistle in your verse will be, or did he discover it? Like, how did that happen?
And then the King's dead too. He did the whistle too. Yeah, bro. That's fire. I gotta every time he does it, I gotta play it back. And
Facts.
then one for me was you ever made love to a woman of your dreams in a room full of money out in London and she screams.
Oh yeah, that's number 1.
That's one.
It's 2 on mine, but it's
it's number 1.
It's
bro.
so signature. Another one is Pusha T's ugh. And Jada Kisses Laugh. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yeah. I judged you a little bit, but really, this is a great segment, dog. Hats off to you, bro.
Appreciate it.
So we're in agreement. I mean, we both had Rick Ross, so I feel like Rick Ross wins.
Yeah.
Maybach music.
Maybach.
All right, now explain this to me. I saw that WNBA has a rookie leaderboard.
Yeah.
And I also saw that Angel Reese was ahead of Caitlin Clark, which begs a question. Is the Caitlin Clark hype train slowing down, Ante.
Yeah, I would say it is. I think people looked at Angel crazy like a month ago when she was like, not only do people watch basketball women's basketball because of Caitlin Clark, they watch women's basketball because of me and the other great talent that we have in the WNBA. And people looked at her and was like, ew.
Right.
And ever since then, WNBA All-Star. She's also been on the boards getting double-double, breaking Candace Parker's record for double-doubles as a rookie in the WNBA. She's been breaking records, and she's been putting people on notice. I absolutely love that Angel Reese is getting the respect that she has. Caitlin Clark is great, but I haven't seen as much about her recently. I've seen a lot about Sabrina. I've seen a lot about Angel Reese.
Right.
I've seen a lot about the girl from the Aces, Kelsey Plum.
Yep.
But Caitlin Clark, not so much.
She's hooping, though.
No, she's hooping. She's hooping. No disrespect.
Yeah,
no disrespect.
she's definitely hooping.
She's a killer.
I think in the end, it's probably going to come down to who wins the most.
Yeah.
And right now it's Angel Reese. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Because they're both statistically, they're going to have cases. They already have cases to be made for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
So, they're both breaking records. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah.
This really is Bird and Magic. I remember, hearing that around draft time and all right. You know what I mean? Like, it's good for the WNBA, but, let's relax.
Right.
Now, as it's playing out, it really feels like Bird and Magic to me.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that energy being, injected into the WNBA. I just think I think you called it. I think people are just realizing that Angel Reese is the truth.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't think it's a knock on Caitlin necessarily. I think it's more about Angel Reese's greatness.
Yo. No, I mean, she's leading the WNBA in rebounds as a rookie.
Bro.
So, she's really just hooping right now. I did want to ask you, this begs the question. Is it too early to tell, but is this going to be one of the greatest WNBA draft classes of all time?
Yes. Remember, Cameron Brink got hurt.
Right.
And she was hooping before she got hurt. So, if we got a full season of her, yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I do. And by the way, it's going to keep happening.
Yeah.
Paige Beckers is coming.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, there's so many great Juju in some years.
I can't wait to see
bro,
her,
just think about the talent level. Didn't you just tell me you saw a viral clip of a girl tomahawking in a game or something?
Yeah, the Canadian girl. We were just disrespecting Canada, but the Canadian girl. She's doing reverse dunks and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Happening, dog. So, we're going to have other great draft classes, but there's no denying this will be one of them. Hey, if you want more of Ante and I, check out Boston has entered the chat. For all things Boston sports and pop culture, check out the latest episode on Nesson's YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you follow us as well on all of your social media accounts for all of our best content.
Yes,
Ante, we appreciate you always, my man. Thank you. We'll see you next time for episode 34.
Yes,
Now, I want to end it with this. The Connecticut Sun bummed me out this week. So the Sun had a chance to take over sole possession of first place if they could beat the Liberty at home outright, and they just came up short by 3. It was a great game, though. And so, look, I'm looking at it now, and I'm thinking, the more I watch this Connecticut Sun team all season, and Ante and I have talked about it on Hold My Banner. If you're new to us, we talk NBA, WNBA, we talk hoops. We love basketball. That's what we do here. If you're not new to this and you're true to this and you've been rolling with us, then you already know we talk NBA a ton. Both Ante and I like the Sun to really be the best team in the league in terms of most balanced, defense, offense, all that. So you come up short against the Liberty at home. Okay, no problem. But I'm looking at this. You have a winnable game against the Mercury, Phoenix Mercury at home, then another crack at the Liberty in their building. Then the schedule just opens up for you beautifully. 4 straight games against under 500 teams. So keep your eye on the Connecticut Sun. I think when we get there, when the smoke clears at the end of the season, I think they're going to be the best team in the WNBA. And you know what that could translate to? It could translate to a championship. We'll see. I'm not going to put all the eggs in that basket just yet. But just keep your eye on the Connecticut Sun. They are kicking butt right now. And I think before long they're going to be the top team in this league. Hey, for all of our best content of the day, make sure you follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. For Travis Thomas and the walking, talking triple-double, Ante Campbell, we appreciate you always here on Hold My Banner. Till next time, when we hold it again, Banner 18, baby. We'll see you then. Peace out.